Okay, I think I got started. I've just been trying to make a couple videos. Been processed. Good morning, good afternoon. Been a lot going on. Been a lot going on. It's moving fast, train running. People getting on, people getting out. So gotta discuss a couple things today though, cause we gotta talk about them. And I've been talking about them already in pre-recorded sessions. I didn't go live with this because they be fumbling and I can't fumble none of this. It's gotta be concise. CS, let's go, brothers. We gotta go. We had a good event yesterday. Shout out to Nita. She had people show up for this genealogy, showing our histories. So many people in the room have so much fun. It was exhilarating to see. It was a great thing. Just a few things, that very concise. Can't be hard on them. But when you start to leave people out of history and not illustrate it in a proper way, then I got problems. I'm not gonna let you sit there and do that. And it would just I didn't go way off into the deep end because I like the people being there and sharing and all that, but we kind of missed my uncle that was just vitally important in my successes. And then you gonna leave him out there. I mean, you didn't hardly mention that. I mean, he said three brothers. I know he had four, so we got to stop that. I mean, that part of it you could fix that. But he lived in the back of my grandpa home till he died. He was a service. He wasn't like us little weak-minded, behind your back brothers and scores. He wasn't no one of them. You know how to be a brother. You know what? He went for my grandfather his whole life never asked for a dime. My grandpa probably paid him every now and then. I took him his food so many times I can't even count. When I lived with my grandmother, took him his food back there. All he wanted to eat. When she made him eggs, he got eggs. My grandpa got eggs. Everybody eat. Take two of his plate. We kind of, not to mention the name, we can't do that. And then, I might have seen in one of the videos where I was putting all the tables and all that together. I wasn't even, I had no idea I was going to be doing that till I was just asking about my niece. I put all them tables, I put all that stuff up. And while I was putting all this stuff together, I was told no children. If he feels to follow a couple of rules, I followed that for y'all. That was wrong because I kept my kids from seeing a lot of things. But that's all right. Because I teach them every day about that genealogy. And that was just a tree going back to something that what we ain't serving a lot of purpose. Going back, we got to go forward. Let's talk about what he did to help us move forward. That agriculture he was doing. Why ain't nobody know he was an agricultural expert that puts a product across? He had 5 different stores that he could take all his merchandise to and sell. That when he died, a whole way of life died with him. It'll get that elaborate, people, but we gonna talk about it. But she did mention something that I didn't know, that he was a survivor when he helped people get out of there. See, some people gotta do some good. Grandpa was one of them. But shout out to Grandpa. Very good you did, because you gotta cancel some of the other shit. Let's go. Anyway, that land situation stone. I told y'all I got a lot of information. But we're gonna talk about how we got there with some shit that got done too. Let's just talk to my family and listen. Y'all step aside and do that. When I went to prison, I mean, and most of y'all are that, but you didn't. I mean, I had just a wholesome thought of the whole world, really, almost not the whole world, but just I could go down there, follow my count low. And I was just a kid. I wasn't about past 15, and all that was just a stuck image in my mind, about just what life was. And that was what kept me alive, really alive in prison. That hope to see everybody. And y'all done heard me say this before. I'm more serious. That was one of the things that kept me pushing. Was, man, I got a good family. I want to get back out here with my people, man. Try to help them be a part of it. I got back out here. I went to my cousin Tasha's house. Tasha, this is the truth. like, let's go to grandma's. You know, you be eager to see people and shit do things. Wait a minute, you got a call. I said, call? Who do I got a call to do? Who? What? Make an appointment. I was automatically in the Twilight Zone. I woke up in the freaking Twilight Zone. I said, wait a minute. That's not right. We're going on. We ain't. So, and I try to respect the outside. But call. You know my hoe, I get to go ahead. See my grandma, 95 years old. Or how old. And we sat down. Took Amber, one of my little girlfriends, my little lady friend. Amber, your little brother. Oof. She heard my grandma talking in there. I got receipts to all this. She alive. She alive. She young. She younger than me. Always younger than me. I don't know what the deal is, but she heard my grandma say every word that came out of her mouth, and it was crystal clear. She was 90-some years old, talking to me like I just left it. Hey, boy, why'd you get that watch out? 16 years. Because at that time, I had just did 16 years. And parole. We don't get to that little booth crap parole situation. We ain't got to that yet, but we stopped with his grandma. She's 16 years. Ah, she hollers, get that watch tower. Ah, we back and forth. She told me about a couple things too. But she had me straight. I lived with her. That's when I got to witness them white people. I told y'all that one story, but I'm gonna tell you on videos. Cause I don't know how that lie works sometimes. And Larry John, I had his daddy sent him to me. After I got in the first time, we fought. He called me a Negro. Nigga, whatever. Up there at the school. We ain't playing that game. Figure that out. And I drilled him then. He didn't even fight back. He didn't have no heart. His daddy put a boy in for 6 months of training, and the daddy whooping you, dude. Because he fought me this time, and I've been in a lot of fights. I done tell y'all. That white boy, excuse me, that man fought me hard. Probably one of the hardest fights, but he wasn't really doing that. He just fired. I knew for him. He was giving it all he had. And then he was so mad because when they was like, Mr. Bell, when I went to fight him, they had a mob first. I'll tell y'all, the first time I fought before a capacity crowd, like a real live boxer, every person in school was out there. There might have been some teachers I didn't see. I didn't see nobody but a sea of people. I was like, wow, who they looking for? And they was like, we looking for you. Larry John wants to fight you. Get over here. I got to the circle. Did my little gerbil. Nose all broke. I turned around. Like, how come Mr. Bell? Turn around. He lined me up. They had to drag me out for about that. We got in that office. I'm going to give you a story right now because I'm all in it. We got in that office. And people that love me and all y'all, I ain't trying to throw y'all out there. But this is what taught me a bunch of things about the difference between some of y'all. Because all y'all not like this. All y'all not like this. They just got to do something y'all like this. And that man got on, he called my grandma. Rest in peace to you. Hey, that boy, I'm gonna do something to him. Now, you know not to do your tail doing no fight. We just talked about that. Hey, I gotta go get my own switch. She make you go make your own, and they better be right too. Because I already know what you gotta go through. They called Larry John. They had that little speaker I told y'all before. It's a little speaker look like Charlie's Angels. That speaker. It's big. So don't need that. You looking at me. Hey, Larry John's been up here fighting DeJuan. Hey, yeah, I told him to kick that nigga's ass. Did he do it? I said, woo. He grabbing that box. Mr. B, I hope you ain't dead, boy. Boy, you remember that shit? I seen your ass after that. You went to fumbling that box. You don't want me hearing that man talk like that. But that was just, I had to know. My eyes had to be open. And nothing against y'all, you know. I just had to have my eyes open. It's my experience. I'm gonna share it with y'all. They taught me. And then I had a bunch of those since then. And it ain't, I learned it ain't everybody. It's not that, no, it's just a small percentage of them people that got this, that's getting all this the proceeds from all the problems that we going through. Mr. Kaiser Industrial Complex over. Anyway, we'll get back to them. I'm trying to go to see my grandma. Had to call them, we in there. I'm like, what is mama right here? She was fresh minded, weighed in. Why was she ostracized from her whole family? All them people y'all seen in that room with y'all the other day, and all the kids, with my kids going post up what y'all had going on, but they post been down there. She ain't here. Anyway, why couldn't nobody go see her? Oh, y'all went to court. We going back. Some of us got to go back. We got the heart to make it. The kids, a bunch of us can't make it. That's why it took so long. They give y'all a little short history. That's why it went so long, because everybody got to come to court on something like that land for it to get established. It's 14 people. That's too many people to come to court. Plus, my mama had died, so that left 9 other people. Oh my God! Can you be quiet? I'm talking. I had somebody show up. It's gonna try to interrupt me, but I can't let this be interrupted. My mama had all them kids, so we couldn't ever get to court and have all that orchestrated right. Now we did at a time. We did at a time, ladies and gentlemen. This is my sister.
You hungry?
Yeah, I'm busy right now. Don't do all that right now. Please don't do nothing right now other than what I'm doing is talking to people, and I gotta focus thought. This is about when my grandma got ostracized down there, and I had to go visit her. I came out. Don't do that right now. I don't want that in my face. I don't want to be feeling none of that. I don't want. Right now. I'm trying to concentrate and focus on what I'm trying to tell people. And it was they started litigation to get that done to my grandmother. That courtroom shit that we still got to go through, and that was all orchestrated by a man. He started both of these people dead deceased now. You know, they started something and now they couldn't finish it.